But I think you've got a team that is clearly not fit for up to scratch, but it's also been dragged down a wee bit by just the negativity that has been able to sort of fester.
That's what I mean, and it doesn't come. The games don't get any easier because Motherwell. The last thing Rangers probably need after losing a game like that at Tynecastle is to come back to a game against Motherwell where on the face it you think Rangers should win comfortably. I mean, in my whole lifetime, I don't know you've ever went into a Rangers Motherwell game at Ibrox and you were concerned in any way. You always thought, no, Rangers will be fine, should be a comfortable win. But if the crowd, it's not going to be, Ibrox isn't going to be packed to the rafters. It's not going to be full. It's just, there's no way because of the recent results and because of the way this season's been. Punters are going to turn up expecting to see an immediate reaction for Tynecastle, expecting players to be at it, go and try to get the 3 points against a very good Motherwell team. The last thing they need is a Motherwell team full of confidence coming to Ibrox, popping it about. We know how they play under this manager. The team are going to need, I keep saying this all the time, but when times are tough, it's not a case of the fans getting the players up for it. The players need to get the fans up for it, and none more so than a game like this on Saturday.
Well, Danny Rohl did talk about that this morning at his press conference. I sort of asked him about that, just given the sort of toxicity, the negativity we've seen at times, do they need the help from the fans? But as you say, that and he made the point himself that, had they won that game at Tynecastle, he said that Ibrox would have been on fire this weekend because then you're in a title race, then the fans know that they can play a part in that. But again, it's this deflating aspect. You're now 12 points behind. Are you really playing for anything this season? You're just playing to make up the numbers. And he admitted that it's his job, it's the players' job to sort of try and find their own confidence again, because understandably the fans, given everything they've been through, they're going to find it hard for themselves to get up for this. It's now just we're not quite dead rubber territory, but a 3 points. Where does 3 points Saturday take you? Okay, it gets you up to third. I mean,
and that's what I mean.
Is that really the thing that's going to turn on the Rangers support? No, far from it. No chance.
The worst games at Ibrox, in my experience, are those games where there's just apathy, and it is so hard, I think, or it has been so hard for the team to overcome that hurdle. No, it's their fault. They're in that position. No, they're in this position in the league, and it's them that's got to somehow turn that around. But when it's quiet and there's a lot of empty spaces, it is a massive job for the manager and these players to, as I say, to overcome that. But the only way you do it is by running hard, fighting for every ball, showing a bit of desire, everything that we spoke about, and making sure they go and win that game, irrespective of the form. Motherwell are in, and they're in great form. They've this incredible unbeaten run. They're up to third in the league. But ultimately, Rangers should have better players than Motherwell. Rangers do have better players than Motherwell. So it's about them getting out and showing that. Make sure they get the 3 points, show the right response to the defeat at Tynecastle, and then kick on to St Mirren. And St Mirren, again, a completely different challenge, but just as big a challenge, because we all know the threat that St Mirren pose. They're on a major high after winning the League Cup. They follow that up with another League One last week. They've caused Rangers problems recently at Ibrox, as I say, in a different way to Motherwell, but Rangers will need to adapt to that. But this run of games that Rangers have got coming up, I mean, Danny Rohl's talking about getting back in it, and they need to go on a kind of relentless run. But it's tough games. And as I say, the two at Ibrox, to me, they on paper, when you look at the list of fixtures, Motherwell, St Mirren, Celtic away, then a double header against Aberdeen, people think that Motherwell and St Mirren at home are fine. To me, they're the two most dangerous games, because, as I say, the crowd aren't going to be that up for it. The players need to react. The Celtic game will take care of itself, and away the Aberdeen games can take care of themselves as well. Rangers have actually looked better away from home, I think, this season than at home. So these two games coming up, Motherwell and St Mirren within 3 days, Danny Rohl's under no illusions. I mean, it has to be 6 points, but my God, it's not going to be easy, and these players are going to need to turn up